yeah, so I would like to explore experientially, mentally, and somatically in our body. I would like to explore our relationship file, so how we are going to do it is that we'll just drop in first and get more present, less in the mind, more calming the body, and becoming more conscious, more aware. And do that for a few minutes. And then I will use some prompts to bring up various aspects of the relational file. So we can see not just psychologically or just thinking about it, but we can see in the here and now various tendencies or patterns or various ways in which we are playing out childhood patterns in current relationship, or childhood adaptations, or ways in which we are not in our power in relationship, meaning that we are, to be in our power, to be in your power, let's say. I mean, I guess it's a new agey term. Being in power, meaning to be, I can be real with myself and my partner or relationship, or I can be emotionally vulnerable and be emotionally honest, and be able to say no, be able to put boundaries, be able to be open and real. And yeah, so that's the idea. I'm going to use some of these Killer Inquiry's tools. I will guide you through them. But mostly these kind of prompts, at some point I will have you say something and you say that once or twice. Not to believe it, not to think about it, not as a positive affirmation, but it's more like to prompt the hidden unconscious. Yeah, so that's the plan. So now make yourself really comfortable. And yeah, feel the contact, the sensations of the contact between your body and the chair, the couch. It's fine to lie down. Just sensing the sensations of the contact, and see if we can let go of holding on to the weight. Let the weight be supported by the chair, the floor. Allowing ourselves to just be. Tuning towards the body and being aware of the process of breathing. You can do that for a few minutes. Just noticing the rising and falling of the belly, the felt sense of the air. Even the sound of breathing. So using that as an anchor in the present. If there are any images, memories, random, the mind wants you to think of this or that, just notice them and not stick to it. Come back to the body breathing. No thinking necessary. No engaging with the thinking. Thoughts may arise, it's fine. We are not We are closed for business. Whenever you catch yourself in daydreaming, you can unhook and just come back. No matter how many times we come back, it's okay, we come back. So you may be able to catch as a thought is just passing through. You just awake to it, and the thought passes and dissipates, collapses by itself. Noticing that we can be without thought. We don't need thought to be. In some traditions, it's important to notice the interval between different thoughts. It's the gap where we are, yet there's no thinking. This gap, this interval is our true nature, actually. It's the real I. This sense of emness that is there, independent from thoughts. There's this sense of just easiness, fact of being aware. Not as an effort, but as that's what our true nature does for living, is aware. My cat does that. At this point, we can open the attention, so it's not just focusing on the breath, opening the aperture of attention like the diaphragm of a camera, and just noticing and being present to the totality of the now experience, noticing and allowing sounds, images, voices, thoughts, as well as bodily sensations, feelings, tensions, energies. Just witnessing, gently noticing these ever-changing phenomena that appear in this aware openness that you are. Witnessing without trying to change or understand, even if it's unpleasant. Just aware. And all the things that appear to this aware presence that we are. Yeah. all that we are aware of, it implies that there is awareness, something, there is you, this awake space. Make sure to include the body in your contemplation. Yet we don't need to focus into one part, not laser into one part, no focusing. Global, allowing. So if you're watching the waves or the clouds, we don't want to interfere with the waves or the clouds. And thinking is not a sin. Just thinking is happening spontaneously. But we are aware of thinking. Make sure you include the body. Also notice that it's not just these ever-changing perceptions that are here, thoughts, sensations, sounds. There is also this presence, the sense of your own presence, which is that, whatever it is, which is hearing these words right now and sensing the breath and the sounds. And that's one of my teachers, Francis, would say, consciousness is that whatever it is, which is hearing these words right now. We're being curious about that and just letting us just enjoy this. So notice this sense of inner spaciousness, which crosses the head and the body. So from one angle, any passing thoughts or memories, they appear like images on this screen of the mind. And sensations and feelings, they are like colors or something on the screen of the body. Like everything appears in this awake space, to this awake space. Yet this awakeness that we are cannot be hurt or damaged or scratched by anything, by any memory, feeling, or thought. Anything that happened to us, it didn't really scratch or hurt this presence. All right, so let's continue with my initial intention here, not just meditating. So what we've done is a good example of good welcoming presence, allowing. meditation. But now in this space, I would like you to bring up this file of relationships. I mean, more like intimate relationship, partnership, girlfriend, wife, husband, and bring up here maybe not just this current relationship if you're in one, but past ones, past partners, yeah, ghosts of girlfriend or boyfriend's past. Bring them here. And bringing to mind any, impactful, I don't know, some of us have one or two relationships in a lifetime, and some of us can have many, many. It's all fine, either way. Just bringing these relationships, past relationships. Allowing memories connected to all of this. And bring up the most essential ones, the most impactful ones. I'm talking about romantic, sexual relationship, yeah. Also notice if this may evoke any reactions or sensations in your body. So if you look at this, notice in your body if there's any shift, and allow, notice inch by inch, frame by frame. If there's any discomfort, notice where is it. Yeah, and notice that, allow it. If it's uncomfortable, first of all, you can use this inquiry. It's okay to allow this. It's totally okay to allow, fully allow this energy now. I want to allow this energy now. Let go resisting it. And looking at these relationships and feeling into the body. Yeah, see if there is any recurring pattern. There's any recurring pattern of whatever. The recurring problem maybe was similar, or some issue maybe in the dynamic with the person, or with that person, or with you. See if there's any recurring pattern of suffering. And if there's something that, there's some commonality among these relationships, some common element of what the dissatisfaction was or the difficulty was, we tend to attract people to play the same patterns over and over until we go to the next level. Now, if some of us, let's say, can be, let's say, alone, or we haven't had a relationship for a long time, and then it's like, well, what do I do here? It's fine. You can bring like, other relationships, like close relationship, let's say with family or friends or something, if there isn't much in that file. Just the very fact that there isn't much in that file can evoke things in you. Is there some kind of painful pattern that I am playing out, I have been playing out with these relationships? Let it become more crisp, something like I'm just giving myself completely, and then ends up that I'm taking advantage of, or it's all nice and then it becomes violent and toxic, or it's all nice and then I'm getting bored and feeling stuck and trapped, or it's all I'm getting to feel bossed around or misunderstood or feeling unsafe or in some way. Look into any recurring pattern without judging. Also allow any notice energies in the body might be evoked by this, by my words and by seeing things. And notice and fully allow in the body. Welcome the energies. If you have a feeling like, just allow it, sad or mad or whatever, allow it. And if you have more like a tension or it's not clear what it is, but there is something, then look at your relationship and check into your body and see what core story is evoked in me about me in all this relationship. What, if any, deficiency story might be evoked in me in all of this relationship? Something like, I can't be myself, or I am unlovable, or there's something wrong with me, or I have to hide, or it's not safe to be close, or whatever. See what comes up for you. And also let it come up from your body. Let that body tell you what's that story. Yeah, see whatever comes, and if it comes as a sentence or a phrase, yeah, just put it up on the screen. Don't get lost in it. Don't get identified with it. Whatever it is, something wrong with me, or whatever it is for you, and have it written on the screen of your mind, and you just face it, look at it from awareness. There's something wrong with me, I can't love, or it's not safe to be, whatever. See what it is, see it. And just be awake to it. Don't do anything to it. It's just a thought. It's your interpretation. Also realize this is a thought. It's a voice. It's not me. I am this perceiving presence watching it. And see, there's something else there. Is there any other? Maybe there's some other story or interpretation of, well, all of this happens because I something, or because they something, or men are, or women are. Yeah, notice what else. Just being awake to it, being the witness of that. Yeah, and allow energies in the body around that, welcome them. I'm not afraid to feel, I'm not afraid to feel and allow these energies now. I want to feel this now. Yeah, and so let's loosen up this thing. So what's, I'll ask the same question a few times. So what's one seeming advantage of you maintaining this interpretation? What am I getting by believing this story? What's the seeming payoff of believing that story? Whatever comes up, just notice, allow the thought, just being really conscious of what it says. And allow any energy, feeling, sensation, connect with what came up. Do nothing. You don't need to analyze. Just being present, thoughts, energies, allow them. Yeah, and notice also the aware background in which these energies come, the thoughts come, in this aware presence which perceives it. Take a moment to notice that. Come back to you. And what's the disadvantage or cost of maintaining that story about you or about them? Whatever that story was, what's the cost or disadvantage? And surely there's some self-fulfilling prophecy there in it. Yeah, what's the disadvantage or cost of maintaining that story? And allow any feeling, sensation, anything to do with that. Just being awake, take the burn, being the witness and the feeler, the witnessing feeler of this. Yeah, and again, notice the background, the presence, which allows for this to come up, and which remains when these things move through awake space. Check also maybe in behind those relationships, pull out your parents and see if that story, that core story is evoked in you in connection to partners, Has it been evoked? Was it coming up for you as a child in your family of origin? Can't be myself. I have to hide. I have to be careful. Whatever. It seems very similar to me in my file. Check yours. So not analyzing, not trying to get rid of anything, just observing like a scientist that feels, like a scientist that wants to feel too. Yeah, so let's keep going. What pattern of which way am I compromising myself? In which way I'm compromising myself or undermining the relationship? Which way, what pattern of mine I am undermining the relationship, undermining vulnerability, emotional connection, emotional honesty. Yeah, see what comes. Some people can have, I can't be vulnerable. I don't. I have to hide, or you are blowing off, or you are whatever that have some undermining, painful tendency that keeps coming in all relationship. See what is for you. Yeah, for me it was like not sharing my innermost thoughts and feeling, not some mechanism of holding back and not sharing that, which is like very much like in family of origin. Check yours. Whatever comes, allow any feeling about this. Maybe I'm fucking sad or frustrated about this, or so tired of it, man. I'm so fucking tired of it. So allow any complaining, any being upset about it, any emotion about it. Just let it be here. Allowing any emotion about the actual pattern, about this way we sabotage it. If there's any unpleasantness in the body or anything at all, emotion, energy, we can say to it, thank you for coming to this energy, even it's unpleasant. Thank you for coming. I love you. You can stay as long as you need. Because this is old stuff trapped in your body. Welcome it here. Don't fight it. Welcome for coming. Thank you for coming. I love you. You can stay as long as you need. Take a moment to allow without words any energy, sensation. Let it be what it is. And something is aware. Keep also staying conscious, not being fully immersed in some fragment, feeling, being this awake space which allows for feelings and energies to be and feels them, staying as the sky in which the clouds are passing. Don't do anything to them. So let's do a series of maybe just some simple reverse inquiry, just for, this is more like identifying, discovering, some discovery. So bring relationships of the past or the current one, bring her or him up, or all of them up. And if you don't, or also close friends or other things, family. And if you are not in a relationship for some time, and looking at this person and just saying this inquiry once or twice, just say this, don't be, and then just see what comes. Just witness and allow. So the inquiry is, I can be emotionally vulnerable. I can be vulnerable and emotionally honest in this connection. I can be vulnerable and emotionally honest with him or her. And observe maybe a thought or some tension in the body, just saying, what this is. No, it's not safe. I have to hide. Be careful, or whatever comes for you. Let's say it again and really witness, allow what comes. I can be vulnerable and emotionally honest in this connection. Yeah, if it's just a tension or something in the body, there's no words, you may need to mine out. If you have tension somewhere, contraction, ask that part of the body. If you were to say something, what would it say? And the witness, allow, being the observer. Let's go for some other ones. And I can be myself. I can be myself and show myself as real. I can show myself completely and be myself in this relationship. I can fully be myself in this relationship. If it comes as a no, go beyond that. No, there's more there, meaning what? No, no. I have to be nice. I have to be careful. It's not safe. See what it is. Just witness, be awake to that thought. Do nothing to it. If there's any unpleasantness in the body, fully allow it. It's not going to kill you. It is normal to have stuff stirred in your system. Keep allowing things in the body, don't resist it, let it happen. And also notice that whatever happens, that's you are aware of it. You, as this aware field, are aware of it. It comes, it will go away soon enough. You are the presence that witnesses it. And let's go some more. I can share sadness, I can share fear, anger in this relationship. I can share my feelings in this relationship. It's safe to share my deepest feelings. And see what comes up in response. If there's any tension, allow it and mind it. If you were to say something besides no, I can share all my feelings in this relationship. See what comes, no matter how strange, like simple, like a childlike. No, I'm afraid, or no, I have to hide, or don't do it, hold back, whatever. Whatever it is, just be aware of it, let it be. Yeah, so take a moment to, in between these rounds, you can just go back to this global sense of beingness. So we are oscillating between noticing a particular cloud that is painful, feeling it, seeing what it says, and then going back as the sky, the space in which the clouds fly through. If there's any unpleasantness, it's okay. It's energy from the past. Let it happen. Looking again at this person or relationships, saying this, I don't need approval from them. I don't need approval from them. I don't need them to agree with me. It's okay if they're upset with me. It's okay if they're upset with me. See what comes. I don't need them to approve with me. I don't need their approval. And just notice any reaction. Definitely allow bodily stuff. And see what do they say, the bodily stuff. Whatever it says, be present to it. Accept it. We are seeing our programming, our conditioning, our safety adaptation. And take a moment to tune back to the presence, which hears these words right now, feels your butt on the couch, and is noticing the chest or the belly. See, there is not just this tension, or there's this tension appears in this spaciousness. Feeling the contraction appears in your aware presence. And let's try one more. I can say no and put boundaries. I can say no. I can put boundaries. I can ask for what I need. Let's try this. I can say no. I can put boundaries. No problem. I can ask for what I need. Yeah, welcome any tension, reaction. Or any thought. Just being present to them, not trying to fix it or solve it. Just being present to this thought. Like no, or whatever it says. Yeah, so there was the last time. Now, I want you to check with your experience right now. You may have energies, stuff, tension. Just notice. And release custody over it. Like, these things will go soon enough. It will dissipate better if you don't resist it. So whatever you have, release custody over it. It's like they are fishes. These energies are fishes, and you are the water, and the water lets them swim. You are more like a conscious, awake water, which allows these energies to do whatever. You can also ask yourself, and experientially, not intellectually, am I this stuff, these thoughts, these feelings, these sensations? Am I them? Or am I that which is aware of them? Even if they are painful or stingy, it's fine. Am I this stuff? Or am I that which is aware of the stuff and is aware of my voice too? No matter how personal or painful they are, it's obvious that they appear to this presence, to you. You are aware of them. They were not here 30 minutes ago. They will go soon. But you remain. This conscious presence remains. That's stability. So obviously it's not us. So at this point, we can now go back to what we really are. Yeah, we can go back by what we really are by opening the attention, stop focusing on any part of the body, like in Google Maps, like you notice this aware openness, space. And simply globally being present. You can even open your eyes. You're still in the process, but open your eyes, looking at shapes and colors. aware of the breath. Whatever is still playing out in the body, that's okay. Let it do what it does. You are that's just a small part of you. It's safe to allow it. But go back to your fullness, to this I am here-ness. You can close back your eyes, but not focusing. Just tuning into this hearing, breathing. As in the residual energies, surrender them to the presence in which they appear. Let this presence take care of it. And let's take maybe like 10 deep aware breaths, just to just seal the deal here. So deep breath, nothing to think about, allowing this energy to come, oxygen into your belly and your head and your heart, like together here, like nothing to think about. No focus. Just the here and now. We can gradually open the eyes, keep breathing like this. And if you do this later and somehow you are left with unpleasantness, you can have some shower. Go have the shower, kind of wash over you. Water is life. Can shake it off. Or you can do some toning, like whoa, or you can in case you have unpleasantness and I don't want to leave you in a unpleasant place, you can take care of yourself by have a cold shower, have some deep breathing, have whatever, have a chocolate, it's okay. But all the things that were stirred, they were in us, and we didn't process all of them. This was more like a discovery, and some things are coming. So the idea that this was just a discovery, and whenever you got strong hits, that's to make a mental bookmark to see, oh wow, there's a lot came for that one. I'll bookmark this and I'll explore it more using KI or working with someone. That by itself is just not enough what we've done. But at least you know more what's up. And thank you for your taking some heat.